Not innocent. But into that place where you go googly-eyed, you know. And she moved from New Hampshire down the street on Cleveland Avenue. And I read this poem at one of the reunions, at the high school reunions. And by that time, I was married to somebody else. And she was married to somebody else. And I read this poem at our reunion. And the guy she was married to, I didn't like him much. And he was so ticked off with me that he wouldn't come over and say hello even. But they won the door prize. They won a bottle of champagne for a door prize when they came in. And I read this poem, you know. And I could see him over there. He was really ticked off with me. And she came over and gave me the bottle of champagne. That was nuts. I mean, that was great. Anyway, it's called A Cheer for Janice Weir, 35 years later. You were just a pint of peanuts. I was gaga up the street. All the presidents' names under our feet. Down Cleveland, down Harrison, down Garfield, and Washy, and Jeffy. After dark that first spring, I learned stopping and kissing all the walk home. Your back porch with the yellow wooden rail. Sadie said nix on going steady. One night I trailed you in my father's 38 Buick and waited for Charlie Prentice to bring you home. You ran up the front steps and in. The light went out. I drove home. Then you fainted at school. I carried you to the nurse's office. Fell asleep afternoons across the edge of your bed. You were doing algebra. I never knew what you were sick with. Once we played our clarinets in Door Memorial Church and I squeaked. You pretended you never heard. You slipped that $5 into my wallet on the Everett to Boston MTA. I did not figure it for a month. I was slow in the take, slower on the give. When you fell for Richard Henniger, I would not come home from college. Even Minister UD from Australia could not get me to eat. You cried in church. I screwballed off in a soggy dream. Dear Jan, with the over-the-shoulder look, we touched only with our mouths. Pert, quick-eyed, you ran like a fawn. Arm wrestled like a Japanese flyweight. Accept, if you will, this cheer, and another, and 3, in my 50th year up the long, long street.